Imagine recording a whole YouTube video and then you didn't put the settings right on your camera, so it came out more darker than it needed to be. Your growth is on the other side of what you're avoiding. I feel like a lot of times in life that we have this path, this trajectory that we're trying to go on, and there are going to be things that come on this path that as a human or as just any person, you're going to want to tend to avoid, simply because it's not appealing or it's not appetizing at the time that it comes. It never is. The longer you avoid that, the longer it's going to take you to... Hello? The longer you avoid that, the longer it's going to take you to reach your destination. Whether it be relationship issues or religion issues, interpersonal issues with friends, these things are popping up now in life because you will have to deal with them later in life. So if it's interpersonal issues, you will be dealing with it in your relationships. If it's relational issues, these are things that you're going to have to get over and learn and go through because you will deal with in your marriage. Career issues, I think that kind of just stays in the same spot. But you get what I'm trying to say. A lot of these things are very interconnected. The things that you're avoiding with the destination you're trying to reach, whether it be relationally, interpersonally, or career-wise. Interpersonal can cross over into like careers. You have to learn how to deal with certain people in a certain way to continue to advance in your career. You have to know how to deal with that woman, speaking from a man's perspective, to know how to navigate a marriage, and vice versa with women. They'll constantly appear back in life, and the more that you avoid them, don't take accountability for whatever it is, the longer it's going to take you for you to learn that lesson, and that lesson will continue to show up. That lesson will continue to show up until the lesson has been learned. Trust me, this is something that I myself had to go through a lot of times. There's been many lessons I've repeated several times, more than necessary, simply because I'm too hard-headed or stubborn or whatever to deal with it. So like I was saying, a lot of these things that you're avoiding are going to be things that will reoccur in your life in one facet or another, or lessons that will need to be learned in order to continue to progress. Otherwise, they will continue to reappear. They will reappear until you're on your deathbed, and even then, they still may appear, because they haven't been learned. That's just how I've noticed life works in every facet of everybody's life. Everyone I've talked to, they've said they've said different versions of the same thing. And like the lesson is not always going to be very direct and very upfront with you with how it's coming. You're going to experience what it seems like the same person in different bodies. The same situation with different relationships. And you're like, why does this bullshit keep happening? And it's literally just because the lesson has not been learned yet. So with that being said, I implore you to continue to challenge yourself with whatever lessons or things may come your way, to instead of avoiding it because of however it may seem, just go through it. Just go through it. It's not gonna kill you unless it's a dangerous situation. In that case, avoid it. But most of the time, it's not going to do that. So I challenge you to try something different, try something new. Try to learn something new today. Try to take a greater step, no matter how uncomfortable, towards the life you're wanting to live, towards the person you're wanting to become, towards the goals you're trying to achieve. Challenge yourself. Step out of your comfort zone. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Peace and love. I'll see you next time.